Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T-50-2, a Tier 6 premium Soviet light tank. It's located on the defending spawn of Karelia Assault and it's under the command of Antal Botond. At least I think that's his name, Botond. Yes, Antal Botond. We'll call him Antal from now on. And he's in the MYBEE clan. Now this little terror is now part of the well-deserved reward, so if you've been in the game long enough, you'll actually get one of these given to you for free by Wargaming. It's a T-50-2 is a prototype of a tank that was actually developed from 1940 onwards at the Kirov factory in Leningrad. And they were designing a new light tank to replace the T-26. And there were two prototypes being developed. One of them was the T-127, or rather the T-126, which then became the T-127. And the other one was the T-50-2. Now, of those two designs, the T-127 eventually evolved into the T-50, which you know today, which is in the tech tree. But the T-52, well, that was a prototype that was made by the engineers at the Kirov factory, always been spotted. And it was actually used because the engineers would take it out into battle around Leningrad and then bring it back to the factory overnight and then correct any damage and also design faults and develop it even further. Sadly, the tank was actually lost in the battle for Leningrad, the siege of Leningrad, and so this tank never actually got mass produced. But we do know it exists because the design was made. He's got a Strip 74 behind him, and so he has to move. Yeah, he just managed to deflect around because he angled well, but that Strip 74, yeah, he's proving quite dangerous because he's got a 75mm gun, and all the T-52's got is a 57mm. Now that 57mm, the ZIS-4, is capable of doing 85 hit points of alpha and 118mm of penetration with standard, and it goes up to 165 with premium rounds. So it's a decent gun. In fact, the ZIS-4 never was actually mounted on the T-52. They only had I believe it was a 45mm gun instead. Anyway, this tank is actually quite top heavy. It's got a very high centre of gravity, which means if you turn a corner too quickly, you can actually make the flim flick over. And oh no, he's just discovered a Firefly 5C just behind that rock, and he won't be able to take on the 17-pounder gun on that tank. So he's decided to pull back. The Firefly's not coming forward to attack yet, but he is still there. Okay, he's locked on, and he's now going to try and use his speed to get around this Firefly without losing too much in the way of damage. He's actually manoeuvring very well. Oh, ricocheted there. Very well done. Did take a round in the tracks from the Firefly, but he managed to take him down. That was superb. That was his first kill. I think the fire rate really does help. By the book, it's 2.8 seconds per shot, 2.88. But he's managed to get it down to 2.64, and he's now taking out that M44. And it won't be long before he's killed. One more shot, and he's got him. Now, as this is an assault battle, it's only 10 minutes long, and he's already got 2 kills. The scores are even, but from up on the horseshoe, he can actually do a lot of damage to the enemy. There's their T-52. 2 shots should be enough to finish him off. Oh, no, 3. And he got him. So 3 kills now. The OI is behind a rock, I think, so I'm not sure he's got a shot there. Yeah, he's behind that rock. Just see the gun and the turret. No, it's going to be a waste of time trying to pen him. You're not going to get him. Oh, he did. He managed to find a spot. And again. Oh, I take my hat off to you. He got it. He actually managed to find a place where he could hit him. That E25 though is behind a rock, so he's not going to get much on him. He's looking for enemies that he can hit at the moment, so he's trying to get enemies inside his view range. And there's the Super Hellcat. One shot finishes him off, so that's 4 kills. Earns him a fighter badge. Well, he's actually now decided to come down from the horseshoe, and I think he's going to chase after some of the enemy. The tank in the north has actually been killed, and oh, he's just found another Arty, so potential Pascucci's. One more, and he's got him. Oh, Amarak as well. Okay, so he's managed to get a Pascucci's medal, but there is another Arty out there somewhere. It's a Lorraine 15550, and I suspect he might be down this way to the west. It's a very fast little tank, 65 kilometers an hour. Very handy. And it looks like the enemy's managed to get into the cap circle, but they are down one tank at the moment. Going to try and get a shot from this high position. Yes, he's got the side of that OI, and yeah, it's easily going through the side armor. One more to kill, and he gets it. That's his top gun. He's got 20% of the enemy hit pool, so potential high caliber. Still hasn't found that Lorraine, but I suspect he might be over in this corner. There's only 3 enemies remaining. There he is! Dimitri's medal incoming! He's got no HE rounds, so he's going to have to do it all with standard AP. And he's got him, so that's a Dimitri's medal. And it's 7 kills now, so he's 1 short of getting a Radley Walters. The enemy is still capping. They've got an EBR Hotchkiss and an E25. Oh, he's just driven into the rock. There's only 2 minutes 43 left on the clock, and there's 4 left on his team, 2 on the enemy, so they outnumbered them 2-1. But they've got 2 in the cap now, so he has to move fast. Couldn't go to the right there. If he had, he would have dropped into the hole. He's got a reset on one of them. And there's the E25 locked on, gets the reset, kills the last one, gets his Radleys. Oh, and that's 9 kills, and he wins the game. Very well done, Antal. What a game that was. Scores of Radleys by killing the E25 in the cap, and then earns his 9th kill by winning the game. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Here's the end of battle results for Antal Botond in the T-50-2. He managed to get an ace tanker in this game. He also picked up a duelist, a bruiser, a demolition expert, a fire protect, and a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. And on top of which, he actually managed to get 3 epic medals and 3 battle heroes. He got an Orlix medal for killing 2 enemy tank destroyers or tanks in a light tank, and they must be at least 1 tier higher. He also picked up a Dimitri's medal for killing 3 enemy Arty, a Radley Walters medal for killing 8 enemy vehicles in the game, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, and finally he got a Defender for resetting the cap and getting at least 70 defense points in the process. His winning from that battle, 27,613. Extremely high super unicum. I think there's not many people who could actually get a score that good, but he certainly earned it in this game. Let's have a look at the details and the team scores. 3,164 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the EBR Hotchkiss on the enemy team, 1,502. And after that, it was the CS44 on his own team with 1,498. When it came to kills, he had the highest number with 9. 3 kills went to the EBR Hotchkiss, 2 kills to the Tiger 1, the Lorraine 15550, and the Nashorn. And when it came to Base XP, yes, he's got the top in all three columns. 1,786, the only player over 1,000. 752 to the CS44, 752 to the M44 on his own team. He fired 51 rounds in that game, got 43 direct hits and 39 penetrations. Damage of 3,164 hit points, of which 948 were at more than 300 meters. He received 7 hits from the enemy, 4 of which penetrated, 3 non-penetrations, and block damage of 260 hit points in total. Spotted 8 enemy vehicles, damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 9, and did 673 hit points of damage assistance and 92 defense points when he reset the cap. So he was very close to capping out, but he managed to get both enough defense points to get the reset and stop the game. And of course he did actually kill the E25 with the one shot that went in and did the damage and got him his Radleys, and the second shot killed the EBR Hotchkiss. He earned 44,631 credits in that game, but he did fire some premium rounds along with his standard rounds, and therefore after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually came away with a loss of 18,880 credits for the game. 2,679 XP, 804 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 3,483 experience points altogether. As he said, it was a very aggressive game, and it certainly was. He was pushing as hard as he could because he only had 10 minutes and he was running out of time. The enemy was about to cap out, so he had to act quickly, and if he'd actually taken that, gone the right side around that rock instead of the left side, he would have dropped into that canyon, and that would have possibly ended the game with a win for the other team. But he chose the right route, he went left side round the rock, managed to get to the cap in time, and won the game for his team in a spectacular fashion. So well done to Antel Botond. I hope I've pronounced your name wrong. I know it's a Hungarian account. And if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, gets this video noticed by others. And thank you for watching.